Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. My fingers are kind of separated because I just put on some blue nail polish and I may have to put another layer on, I'm not sure. But just a reminder that I'm trying to post as much as I can. We're finally on winter break, so hopefully I can get these all up because I'm actually going, so like I said in the first Vlogmas video, Vlogmas is supposed to end, you're supposed to vlog every single day from December 1st to December 25th, but since I haven't really been up, I'm gonna go from whatever day I started, to January 7th, because from December, I think it's like 24th, I'm pretty sure it starts from the 24th all the way to January 7th would be the 12 days of Christmas. Pretty sure, don't count me on that, but I know it ends on the 7th because in Egypt they celebrate Christmas on January 7th, which is the last day of Christmas for everyone to celebrate that celebrates it. Anyways, so this is basically a story time, as you can tell by the title, why 911 was called on me one Thursday. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago, I don't remember. But in my first video I did say that I was going to say this in the next video, but I didn't think, I already had this vlog completely filmed and everything, but then New York happened, so then I had to film all that, and then I just uploaded that, and then I accidentally deleted the footage for this video, so you know what, without further ado, let's get on to the video. See you guys in the also guys, there won't be an intro on this video. I do say in my outro, but like there won't be a intro in this video. Again, I'm sorry because this video is already so long. I don't want to waste your time. And I'm trying so hard to actually get these thumbnails to freaking edit, but they won't edit, and I'm getting really mad about that. But anyways, let's get on to the video for real and see you guys in the outro. Anyways, so why 911 was called on me? That's a good question. So I will include pictures in this at the end. Well, maybe in the middle, I'm not sure. But so one day, it was a Thursday, I think it was like 2 or 3 I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Also, I am sick, so my voice is a little bit raspy and it's hard to talk. But it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were in gym class, and now since we're in gym, because we're in second quarter now, but when we were in first quarter, my class was in health. Now we're in gym for the next 3 quarters, including second, third, and fourth quarter. And then basically what happened was that now so on odd days, as we call them, my classes, it goes first, whatever the flex is, which would be just random classes or major time, 5th period, then lunch, and 7th period. So for me, that would be choir, whatever the flex is, gym, D-lunch, and biology. Or biology honors, I should say. So basically, as I was getting to gym, because from whatever the flex was, we go straight to the locker room, whatever that last flex is, when the bell rings. So I'm walking to the locker room, and I'm changing, like, to get into my gym uniform. And as I'm changing, nothing's on my stomach, nothing's irritating me, but then all of a sudden, during halfway through gym, I started, like, not itching, but my stomach, like, where my belly button is, like, was hurting. Like, it just started randomly hurting, and I was like, oh, it's probably nothing, because TMI, I was on my period that day, so I thought, okay, it's probably just my period acting up, and it's probably my cramps, because I tend to get really bad cramps, and I take ibuprofen and Tylenol to help me. And so I took a Tylenol that morning, or an ibuprofen, I don't remember. I either took ibuprofen or Tylenol before I left for school, I should say. And I was perfectly fine. And then gym came around, and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. But then obviously I'm used to it, so it's like, yeah, it's really bad, but it was perfectly fine for me because I'm used to it. But then what happened, all of a sudden, we're leaving gym, and it starts to really hurt. And it didn't feel like period cramps. It felt really bad. So then what happened is I went to the locker rooms again, get changed out into my regular clothes. Now, I was wearing jeans, a belt, and a sports bra. And I don't remember what shirt I was wearing exactly, but I know I was wearing a long sleeve shirt. But then what happened is, now, as I'm taking my shirt off, my Jimmy shirt on, putting another shirt on, I'm perfectly fine. I don't see anything. But I do notice, as I'm putting my jeans on, that there is this weird thing around my waist. And I don't have a picture of exactly what it looked like then, because my phone is in the locker room. Like, not locker room, but my phone is in my locker as I'm changing out. Because I tend to leave my electronics in, like, my school laptop, my phone, and earbuds, and a portable charger in my locker last. And then I'll take them out as soon as, like, my clothes are on, I have everything ready, and I'll just grab them and leave. When the bell rings, obviously. But then what happens is that I'm perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden I'm putting my jeans on, and this weird like rash thing. So like if my stomach was like a circle, it was literally all around it. It was so weird. It was red, it was itching, it was hurting. So then I thought, oh god, okay, I must be having an allergic reaction to something. So I asked my teacher if I can go to the nurse, and she says, yeah, go ahead. So I take my stuff with me, because by the time I'm talking to her about this, like, she's finishing up her last sentence, and then she's like, the bell rings as she's finishing up her last few words. And then I leave, go to the clinic, because she writes me a pass. And now I drop the pass as I'm walking down to the library, but then, like, all of a sudden, I come back, I pick it up because I dropped it on the floor, and I go into the library because there's good Wi-Fi, and I like watching YouTube a lot, so shh, don't tell my parents about that. But anyways, so I'm in the library, and I'm like, it kind of just leaves my head for some reason, and then, boom, it hits me. And I'm like, shoot, I was supposed to go to the nurse. So then I decide, okay, I'm just going to get up, I'm going to walk out of the library, and I'm going to go to the nurse. Big mistake. So basically, what happened was that the nurse asked me, okay, like, she says hi, and I say hi, and she's like, what's wrong? And basically, I'm like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction, and she's like, do you know what to? I'm like, no, I'm not allergic to anything. The only thing I am allergic to is pollen, because it kills my allergies, and it basically, my eyes one time got so red, it was like, it looked like my eyes were physically bleeding. Like, it was so bad one year. That's why I kind of hate my birthday being in the spring, because of that. But anyways, so we're literally there. Like, I'm sitting down, I'm talking to the nurse about it, and at this point, I really have to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, can I go to the bathroom real quick? And she's like, no, because they might want to run test you. I'm like, who's they? And she's like, just sit there and be fine. Next thing I know, she's like, I'm calling 911. What? Like, she asked, like, as I'm coming in the room, she asked me, do you have any symptoms? And I'm like, well, it's hard to swallow because I'm sick. Like, I have a general cold, so it's kind of hard to swallow. It's itching, and it's hurting. Like, that's really the only things. Because she has like it was kind of like a calendar looking thing. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a poster that had like a calendar, like the little boxes that you have in a calendar, and they had little symptoms on it and a little description about it. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to swallow because I am sick. That's why I'm kind of pausing and taking a breath. And it was itching and it was hurting. And she's like, okay, I'm calling 911. Wow. Now, I don't know why. She probably thought, oh, it's hard for her to swallow, so she's probably gonna end up freaking passed out on the floor. Yeah. And it was so annoying because they come in, and I'm trying to get a hold of my mom. She's not answering. I'm calling her from my phone because the nurse asked me what's my home number, and I know my own number. I know my address. I know my phone number. I know my sister's phone number. I know my dad's phone number. I know my mom's phone number. And I know the home phone number by heart. And all of a sudden, all those numbers just left my head. I was like, what the heck? Like, I know my house number by heart. And she asked me, do you want me to go home? I'm like, I guess. I don't really, like, no, you don't need to. And she's like, well, I'm going to. What? Like, why would you ask somebody, do you want me to do this? Or do you not want me to do this? Do you want me to do this? When you're clearly gonna do it. Like, that makes me upset. Like, it just makes me agitated, because it's like, you literally asked me, do I want you to call my parents, or do I not want you to call my parents? I say, there's really no point of calling my parents, so I said no. And she's like, well, I'm calling them anyways. Oh my god. I was like, the whole time. Because I was like, this is ridiculous, there's no need to call them. Obviously, yeah, I have no idea what's going on, but then I literally am on my phone. There's no Wi-Fi in this whole freaking high school, except for maybe 3 of my classes. 3. And not even the cafeteria has Wi-Fi. The library has Wi-Fi. That's 1, even though it's not a class. Excuse me. My biology has a little bit of Wi-Fi, not much, but you can still get things done. And then my French class has Wi-Fi. None of my other classes have Wi-Fi. The locker rooms have no Wi-Fi. The gym has no Wi-Fi. My choir room has no Wi-Fi. My major time, which is also my algebra teacher class thing, has no Wi-Fi. So it's like, my English class does have Wi-Fi, but like, it's like, it fades in and out, and it's like not working half the time, so I don't really count it as having Wi-Fi. Ooh. Anyways, so basically, the paramedics get there, and obviously they check my pulse, they check my heart rate, everything's fine, and then they ask me to show them the reaction. Now, I do not have a picture of it, like I said, but I do have a picture of the aftermath, which I will go ahead and show in this next little clip. So that's what it looked like. Like, all those pictures are what it looked like from as soon as I got home after school. That's what it physically looked like, and it's still really, really bad, but it's getting a little bit better. But it's scabbing and it's hurting. It's just, I don't like it. And then the paramedics asked me to stand up. I stand up, and I'm wearing my belt because obviously I did not have time to put my belt on in the locker room, and my pants were kind of falling down. So I was putting my belt on as I was waiting for the paramedics. And then they're like, have you had that belt on all day? I'm like, no. Like, I had it on for first period and flex, but then took it off as soon as I got to the locker room, and I didn't have it literally the whole time I was in first period or any of the flex. Nothing. Even when I literally told the paramedics that when I was changing out for gym the first time to get into my gym clothes and go into the field house, which is our gym, and then I told them all about that, and it's like, nothing was there. But then all of a sudden, as I'm coming back, and I'm changing to my regular clothes, not my, like, changing out my gym clothes, and I'm putting my jeans on, all of a sudden, it's there. So they think it's a belt. Like, it physically looks like a belt mark. But the problem is, I wasn't wearing my belt, and they still think it's a belt. My parents think it's a belt mark. But the thing is, I wasn't wearing a belt when I was in gym, because I honestly don't like wearing belts. The only time I'll wear a belt is when I'm going riding. And most of the time I won't even wear a dang belt. Like, I'll wear it for, like, videos, but then I'll take it off as soon as I get, like, out of the car or something. But then that's pretty much it. And it's like, I'm literally telling you detail after detail that it did not have anything to do with my belt. And then they said, well, what about, could it be like a shirt or something you're wearing? No, because the problem is my shirts are really, like, baggy, because I personally like bigger shirts because they're more comfortable and they're comfy, but they're not too comfy where I'm falling asleep in class or falling asleep anywhere. Even my pajamas, like with onesies, I like baggy onesies because they're comfy and they're soft and you don't really have to wear a blanket because they keep you warm, especially the ones I have, which is why I don't wear onesies in the summertime. But anyways, it's like, it's so freaking ridiculous because I'm telling them it's not my belt, and then it can't be a shirt, and it can't be my jeans. It can't be anything. Like, literally, it can't be any piece of clothing because I personally, ever since I was a baby, sorry, the lighting is like really bad right here, but literally ever since I was a freaking baby, I've hated high-waisted things. Like, I literally hate, like with capital H-A-T-E, I hate high-waisted things because it sits on my waist and it hurts. Because it literally, so like this is my waist, it literally feels like it's physically pinching me. Like it's like stabbing me, and I don't like that because it makes me very uncomfortable. So I don't wear high-waisted things, I wear low-waisted or low-rise. And this, I haven't even started wearing jeans since I started 9th grade because I'm a really weird, my legs are like kind of a weird, not really normal human shape. So it's like I'm like curvy in one part of my leg, but then I'm also kind of straight in the other, but then it's also curvy in another and straight. So it's like curvy half, straight, curvy, straight. Like, it's really annoying. So every time I would try on jeans, I would try on jeans every single year since I was like maybe 8 or 9, and their jeans are either way too big or way too small, and they're never in the middle, like the two pairs of jeans. Like I have a pair of black jeans, which are skinny jeans, and then a pair of like baggy regular navy blue jeans with holes on the knees. And so literally they had me stand up and sit down, the paramedics did, and nothing. They didn't rise to where this thing was on my waist as you saw in the pictures. It was like, I really honestly have no idea. Literally, I've been to like, I've had like 4 freaking doctor visits. They can't figure it out. It's always a different doctor. They can't figure it out. The paramedics have no idea what it was. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, great. So I could be allergic to something, but no one knows what. And so the paramedics are like, okay, can you call your mom or dad and see, because they wanted me to physically go in an ambulance and get checked out. But my mom didn't want them to. So then my mom put my dad on the phone because my dad called me and I answered because he was on his way to get me. But then they're like, oh no, we don't want you going in the ambulance. We'll get you in a local doctor or something. Like, I was like, okay, but like, honestly, I didn't want to go in the ambulance, but like, the paramedics really wanted me to. Like, you could tell that they wanted me to go in an ambulance and get checked out because they have no idea what it is. And I've been to 4 different doctors, and then the paramedics, which makes 5, and they have no idea what's going on with me. So it's like, I probably should have just gone in the ambulance and gone to the ER. But then if I went to the ER, the nurse would have to contact my counselor, Miss Menzel, and then she would have to come and talk with questions and everything. And it's like, I couldn't handle that because it's just, I have a lot of anxiety, which I will talk about in another story time of when it started. But like, my anxiety is really bad, and so I don't like talking to people. So I'll like kind of jot down little notes or something, or I'll text people because I wouldn't talk. Like, I don't like talking to people. I'm very like antisocial. That's why I prefer YouTube more, or I prefer making videos than actually talking straight up to people. But yeah, that's pretty much why I don't have an answer. I still don't have an answer. My counselor has no idea. Like, all my teachers completely like were like, oh, we have no idea what's going on either. So my mom emailed them all and was like, okay, we'll keep an eye on her. And then I also wrote them a note saying, don't forget, like, I don't know if you got my mom's email, but like, the doctors keep telling me that you guys have to keep a close eye on me in case I really am allergic to something, or if I freaking pass out or faint or something, which a lot. And then on top of that, today in gym, as this will, I don't know if this will be uploaded tonight, probably will, probably won't. Today is the 19th, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, my calendar's still on October, because I've just been so busy I haven't had time to fix it. But I'm pretty sure it's the 19th, but or it's the 20th. No, I think it's the 20th. I don't remember, either the 19th or the 20th. It's a Friday. But it's like really annoying because it's like we were, I forget, oh, I know. We were in gym and all of a sudden we play like, we have a volleyball unit this year, and so we've been playing volleyball pretty much this entire quarter, for second quarter. And 2 classes ago, which would have been Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, I got like, so we were playing volleyball and people are very competitive, and this one team kept like cheating, but I wasn't gonna say anything because it's just a game, but like they were cheating, and this one guy deliberately hits the ball, like if this was like the ball, he smacked it down and it hit my face, and literally it hit my glasses and my glasses fell off my face. I have like a giant bruise on my knee from falling, and then I had a bruise here. You can't really see it because the lighting's like so bad, but I have like bruises, and it's like, and they were laughing, and he deliberately did it on purpose because I heard him. And then my teacher knows that, my gym teacher knows that I tend to have mental breakdowns in our classroom. So, because I did a lot and for health, I did have a ton of mental breakdowns. But, sorry, my hair is just really annoying me right now. But it's really annoying because they deliberately did it on purpose, and my head, my God, it literally felt like somebody was like my head was hollow, and they're constantly like knocking and banging on my head to get in it, and it's like, go away, but it wouldn't. So then my friend, shout out to Aaron, don't know if he watches my videos or not, but he actually took me to the nurse because Miss Dentler, my PE teacher, she walked over to me because she could tell that I was about ready to have a freaking mental breakdown, because she also was told to keep a close eye on me. And so I was there. I was literally just sitting like this the whole time, just waiting, because I just sat out because my head was literally spinning, and if I got up, I felt like I was gonna freaking pass out or something, or like just collapse. But then I didn't, but I really did feel like I was going to if I did get up. So my PE teacher comes by and she asks if I'm okay, and then my friend Aaron, once again, shout out to Aaron for helping me. And so basically, Aaron tells her that Olivia got hit with a volleyball in the face, but she knew that there was something else going on. My PE teacher did. She knew there was something else going on. And so she's like, first we gotta make sure that you don't have a concussion. So she makes me look at the lights, and I'm already very, very sensitive to lights anyways, especially with my glasses on, because they're not the anti-reflecting things. So she has me look at the lights, and I'm kind of like, my glasses are on, and I'm kind of like that, because it hurts generally to look at lights with my glasses on, because it doesn't reflect. It just kind of absorbs and goes straight into my eyes, and I can't stand that because it hurts so much. And so she's like, if it gets any worse, come tell me, and I'll have you go to the nurse. And then I'm like, I nod my head, okay, like, I pretty much nod my head, yes. And then she gets up, and then today in gym, like, back to my whole story, where we were playing volleyball again. And so we were going up against the team that this person hit me in the face on purpose. So my anxiety, which I will talk about in the next story time, went from like, because my anxiety is normally very, very high, but like my anxiety went from like here off the ground to like all the way up to my ceiling, which is like really up there, because it was, I was so nervous. I was scared of getting hit in the face again. I literally went like this so many times to get away from the ball, and my teacher could, like, she knew I was like traumatized. It was so scary. And then I know, like, Olivia, why are you so scared? Why are you scared of balls? I don't know. I just, in elementary school, every time I would walk past a tennis court or something, I got hit with tennis balls, I got hit with basketballs, baseballs, footballs, basketballs. I think I said that already. I don't remember. But I got hit with a lot of them, like a lot of different balls, and it was like, I can't take this anymore. Excuse me. But like, I completely sat down because I literally started having a freaking panic attack. Like, I was hyperventilating, I couldn't breathe, I was like crying, I had a mental breakdown along with a freaking anxiety attack. Like, and so I literally went like this and literally ran to the bleachers and sat down like this. I couldn't do it at all. Like, I couldn't. It was so scary. And I was crying and I was hyperventilating, and my teacher came over and she's like, breathe, you're gonna be okay, breathe, you're fine. And so she's like rubbing my back to make sure I'm okay, and I'm not. But yeah, so like I said, no one knows what the heck happened. I do really, really apologize. This is such a long video. I'm sorry. But yeah. So I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I really, really apologize that this is such a freaking long video. I am so sorry. There probably won't be an intro in this video because of that reason. So just to, you know, let you guys know about that. But other than that, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be trying to go all the way to January 7th for Vlogmas, just to get, because I want to have at least 25 vlogs, or at least 20, so I'm probably going to go all the way to January 7th to maybe get even near 20, but January 7th would be the last day Vlogmas for me would happen. But once again, for the third time, because I keep remembering to say things, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, in case if I don't get around to posting videos until the next year. Bye!